The College of Business at Southeastern Louisiana University is recognized nationally and internationally for having outstanding faculty, programs, and graduates. The college has 6 undergraduate degree programs, 2 graduate programs, nearly 2,900 students, and it's one of only 500 business schools in the world that is accredited. And it has $5 million in endowments from which students receive scholarships and faculty receive research support. Also, the accounting department is one of just 170 programs accredited in the world, and it was the first in the entire state to receive accreditation. But that information doesn't truly define the College of Business. This does. The school allows students to learn beyond the classroom. They can experience everything from the New York Stock Exchange to traveling across the world and the latest innovations in technology. Dean Randy Satoon.
They're not going to get a better business education anyplace else. If they want the highest quality business education possible, then they're going to receive it at Southeastern.
One of the most popular programs is international education. Every year, students study abroad while earning credit hours at Southeastern. From Latin America to Asia and Europe, students can stay for as little as 10 days or as long as a semester. Jonathan Puglisi and Katie Anthony are 2 students who took advantage of the trip to Costa Rica.
In Costa Rica, we, aside from doing cultural visits, landmarks, historical things, just learning about the country and culture in general, we also had a series of lectures from prominent business leaders and community leaders that really gave us extra inside knowledge of how Costa Rica works, and we really got a lot of knowledge that could help if we were ever interested in doing business in Costa Rica.
It was a really great experience. You get to talk with a lot of business leaders. We even had an ambassador for the country come in, and not just from the business aspect, but just as far as the culture of the country. You just get a totally different perspective on different countries and how their customs are different from your own. It's just a really valuable experience.
International education is not an option, it's a need.
Dr. Aristides Baraya heads up the Latin America program. Not only does it give students new opportunities, it also helps Latin American countries through the Global Initiative Project. It has trained more than 500 Latin Americans in numerous education and business seminars, and it helps small businesses in Costa Rica grow by giving them computers, which they never had before. Dr. Randy Satoon says it transforms the business.
It's incredible to see. We visit there periodically, and we've seen these businesses grow from 5 or 6 employees to over 20, 30 within a 6-month period, because they've learned how to do business and they've used some of the resources that we've provided from here in order to accomplish that goal of growing and stimulating economic development in relatively poor countries.
And Latin American countries are taking notice. The international program has won multiple international awards.
One was the Ibero-American Education Award, who is a gift for the Council for Inter-American Education. That's award the excellence in international program. We are the first public government university in the United States who received that award last year. And the second award was given to the college by the government and by the Chamber of Industry of Costa Rica. That we are situated, our program in Costa Rica is #1 program in Costa Rica.
Other student organizations consistently win top national awards. For example, the SHRM organization, which is a human resources student group, has been recognized as one of the top 5 best in the country for a number of years. The Learning Beyond the Classroom motto just doesn't mean traveling the world. It's also giving students real-world experience. For finance students, that means studying the New York Stock Exchange in the finance lab.
We have the ticker tape, we have the data, monitors, we have a Bloomberg machine. Everything's real-time online. When students take that class, it's just as if they're on the trading floor at the New York Stock Exchange.
During class, students are online studying marketplace trends, doing projects on the Bloomberg machine, which is a wealth of knowledge about the marketplace used in the exchange and by a number of other businesses across the country. And students also watch the exchange board changing in front of them. Dr. John Cresson says the lab allows professors and students to take theory and put it into practice.
The students, when they walk into the lab, they get to see the data panels, they get to see stock prices changes, they get to see the market changes, they get to see interest rates changing. So they see the volatility in the marketplace. Then we use the software to reinforce those concepts.
For students, the lab allows them to leave the textbooks and experience what they're studying.
It prepares us for the real world. The real world, you're not going to go in and say, PV equals FV over 1 plus R. You're going to go in and put it into Excel, and Excel is going to give you the answer. And to be able to know how to do that by doing it the whole college career makes it second nature. You don't even think about it, you just do it.
Well, it's exciting. When I first saw it, I was overwhelmed because it's a big scope to really sit into a classroom setting and see things like that. But then once you really start getting familiar with them, it's real exciting, and it's something that makes class fun. It doesn't make it draw out with the lectures. It's really getting in there and doing stuff. It's exciting.
What's also exciting is the quality of professors in the school. The College of Business has some of the top teachers in their fields. Dr. David Wild is one of the foremost researchers in the country in radio frequency identification, or RFID.
What RFID is it's the technology that's going to eventually replace the barcode in applications from retail to healthcare to libraries and all across the board. It's a technology that involves radio waves instead of the barcodes, optical wave technology, so that you can identify hundreds, perhaps thousands of objects at a time, rather than the one-at-a-time identification of barcodes that we're used to with supermarket scanning and so forth.
Wild says Southeastern is one of the few colleges in the country teaching RFID. The reason is it's a new, still evolving technology.
And I think for our students, it's very exciting technology because it's being used by numbers of startup companies all around the world.
Wild says he expects RFID to emerge in the next 5 to 10 years as one of the most popular technologies, from the retail sector to hospitals and even the military. And students learning it now have a head start.
I think it gives them a competitive advantage when they're out in the marketplace. If they're interviewing with retailers from Walgreens to Walmart and beyond, they're able to talk about the technology. It's going to be very important in the retail sector today.
Southeastern's vision is to turn Tangipahoa Hall into a business school learning community. These dorm rooms will be filled with business majors only. That way students can live and learn together. The plan is also to turn this empty space into a computer lab and study hall. Something similar to this, Dean Satoon expects the community to add to an already exceptional business school learning experience.
I can't think of a better environment for a business major, whether you're a freshman or a senior, to live in a business dorm where you're surrounded by your peers and you have all the resources you need to be successful in your major.
The College of Business also hosts the third longest running ethics lecture in the country, Business Week, which brings in business leaders to talk to students and gives students the opportunity for paid internships while earning credit. The College of Business gives students every opportunity to grow and become a leader.
It does give you a competitive advantage when you get out in the marketplace, because you can actually say, what you have done, what you have learned, rather than just, I've heard about this. And so it's an exciting time to come to Southeastern and to come to the College of Business to study.